Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. Here I am in Székesfehérvár in Hungary. I'm in the mausoleum of Saint Stephen, who was the king of Hungary. This is his sarcophagus. So he was crowned the king of Hungary on Christmas Day in the year 1000, and that marks the establishment of the Hungarian state. The Hungarian people had originated in the Urals mountains of what we now call Russia and migrated across here, helped bring about the downfall of the Roman Empire. You may have heard of Attila the Hun, Huns being the forebearers of the Hungarians. So anyway, they converted to Christianity towards the end of the Dark Ages. This is the tomb of their first king, as I was pointing out. He was crowned at Esztergom, which is somewhere to the north of here. And you can see these fabulous murals here depicting scenes from throughout our Hungarian history and the legend of the Holy Right Hand. Saint Stephen, King Stephen, the same person, his hand is buried in the Saint Stephen Basilica in Budapest, which was completed in 1905. Anyway, he was buried here, the rest of his body, and for centuries all the kings and queens of Hungary were interred here. There was a basilica here. However, in 1601, the Ottomans attacked and the basilica was destroyed in the siege, and the country was annexed by the Ottoman Empire. The Ottomans made little attempt to convert the Magyar people to the Islamic faith, but they demanded tax and conscripts for the army. Some boys were taken as toddlers to be janitaries, this elite corps who brought up Turkic by language and culture, Islamic by belief, to be some of the crack troops of the Ottoman Empire. So anyway, if we move around a little bit, you'll see some of the imagery, relief sculptures carved into the tomb. Anyway, in the early 20th century, this was rebuilt. In 1938, the 900th anniversary of his death, it was rebuilt. Many of the tombs were in very poor state of repair because of centuries of neglect, and it was difficult for them to find the tomb of King Bela when they came here. And around the side, you can see an angel here. So that is the last resting place of the founder of Hungary. Anyway, so you can see, as I said, various imageries from imagery of various scenes in Hungarian history, a list of the monarchs, their dates of accession and their dates of death. A bit of the coat of arms of Hungary, the cross with the two horizontal bars, Hungarian rulers of the 20th century, even to Admiral Horthy over there in the black uniform with a sort of black military cap. It may seem ridiculous that a landlocked country had an admiral, but remember, until 1918, Austria-Hungary included Slovenia and Croatia. Therefore, the country had access to the Adriatic Sea. There was even a Hungarian battleship, Szent István, as in Saint Stephen. However, it sunk in the First World War, sunk by the Italians, went down with most hands. So the Habsburg monarchy was abolished here in 1918. However, many Hungarian conservatives were still monarchist at heart. They wanted the monarch back. The last emperor, Karl, was in exile in Switzerland, latterly in Madeira, that Portuguese island. So if they couldn't have a king, his son Otto was a child and seemed to have little interest in regaining the Hungarian crown, unless by democratic process. They said, if we can't have a king right now, let's have a regent who'll keep the throne warm whenever the monarchy is restored. So that's why they had Horthy Miklós as their admiral. As they joked at the time, it was a sailor without a sea for a kingdom without a king. And he led the country to calamity in the Second World War. However, he was deposed by the Germans in 1944 as they felt he was insufficiently committed to the Axis cause, replaced by Szálasi Ferenc, the leader of the Arrow Cross Party, the Hungarian Nazis. So that's probably enough. And there you can see the right hand of St. Stephen depicted above me, some stained glass windows behind. The major Christian denomination is Roman Catholic, as I pointed out. Right, so that's enough from the tomb of St. Stephen.